Umbrella Corps represents a disturbing reality where companies take advantage of the loyalty and nostalgia of fans. Although it has virtually nothing to do with Resident Evil, Capcom decided to set this tactical team-based shooter with recognizable locations in an effort to make this poorly conceived train wreck relevant. The end result is detrimental to the franchise legacy and should be stricken from the annals of time. Combat consists of two teams of 3 battling each other in small arenas dressed up as familiar Resident Evil locations, such as Raccoon City, the RPD building, and Code Veronica's Antarctica base. The gimmick revolves around the many zombies, Ganado, and other BOWs scattered throughout the map that act as wildcards. Each player has a zombie jammer attached to their back, and if destroyed, the monsters will pursue you relentlessly. Initially, it can be exciting to destroy an opponent's apparatus and see zombies swarm them, but the novelty quickly loses its appeal. Players die so quickly from gunfire or melee attacks that these situations rarely happen. Additionally, if you get the drop on someone from behind, they're usually dead before a disabled jammer becomes a factor. The most powerful weapon at your disposal is a handheld axe called the Brainer. The heavy attack locks you in an animation when in range of an opponent, ensuring you don't even need to aim this overpowered move. Or you can charge the attack for a faster one-hit kill. The weapon is also the most effective method to dispatch zombies, further emphasizing its destructive power and making guns less useful. The single-player mode, titled The Experiment, is a series of stages set within the game's 7 maps. Some text before each mission provides minor context and alludes to evil experiments involving the series' trademark bioorganic weapons. Due to the lack of balance and dominating power of the Brainer, this mode immediately becomes a nightmarish slog through redundant encounters. There is never a need to change weapons or tactics. Simply hit the same few zombie types with a melee attack for 3 hours until completion. Aside from a few cosmetic emblems, there is no payoff for finishing the experiment. Multiplayer features only 2 modes. 3-on-3 deathmatch encourages patience and teamwork to survive. Similar to Counter-Strike, you only have 1 life, and the first team to win 3 rounds wins the match. Since your life is more valuable in this mode, it helps alleviate some of the reckless Brainer usage, and also makes each kill matter. Working as a team to defeat the opposition can feel rewarding at first, but there just isn't enough tactical variety or incentive to keep playing. Multi-mission mode fares worse than deathmatch thanks to players' reckless abandon. The Brainer use is rampant and each kill feels less important. The missions rotate from capturing a point, collecting DNA from zombies, and collecting 5 briefcases scattered around the map. The majority of missions take the focus off the enemy team, making encounters an annoyance. It's as if you're playing alone and are encouraged to ignore everyone and everything except the immediate objective. Lack of variety isn't the only problem in Umbrella Corps. Sluggish frame rates are common, even in single player. Zombies clip through each other, cover mechanics are wildly inconsistent, especially when trying to vault over waist-high walls, and network lag results in late hit detection and cheap deaths. Finishing a match and completing certain milestones like total wins, kills, or objectives awards you points that unlock additional weapons and cosmetic gear. But the game is so unbalanced that none of the unlocks feel substantial. Additionally, most of the armors and colors look so similar that the thrill of ranking up to a new piece never feels rewarding. Umbrella Corps is another failed attempt from Capcom to capitalize on the current trend of team-based shooters. Aside from the locations and Umbrella logo, this game couldn't be further from the ideals established by Resident Evil in the last 2 decades. Maybe someday Capcom can find a formula that works, but Umbrella Corps is a cheap, uninspired, and unbalanced take on the genre that's far too simple and messy to be worth the time. This game is a virus that should be avoided at all costs.